My name is Alfie Booth, I'm 20 years old and I'm from London. So Bedroom to Booth, at least the plan for Bedroom to Booth is we've got a gig coming up that we're going to be booking and we're going to be DJing that gig. So it's essentially the documentation of me going from bedroom, which is, you know, right here, to the booth, which is obviously a bunker. In terms of actual mental health issues, I have depression and anxiety. So, what was the question?
How does that affect you in day-to-day life?
I mean, it affects me a fair bit, especially recently. I've been having a really hard time with it. Just purely, you know, like I'm struggling to leave, you know, my house, that kind of stuff. Like when someone will ask me to do something, I'll have to think about it a lot because I don't know whether I will actually be able to do that thing, kind of like stuff like that. It's just a load of motivation and passion for stuff I enjoy doing is gone. So I'm hoping this project brings some of it back. Well, I'd like to think if it goes well, it'll up my confidence. It'll, you know, show me that like all my loss of passion and motivation, stuff like that, for stuff I really, really enjoyed doing, like, is all in my head. And it's not actually that I've lost my talent or lost whatever. It'll be that, you know, I can do it. I'm just down at the moment, you know, going through a rough patch. And proving that to myself will be, you know, will help massively, I think. Yeah, mixing and, you know, hopping on the decks, like just getting super into the music is an amazing escape, because you don't think about, when you're mixing, you're not thinking about anything else, you know, you're not thinking about your problems because you don't really have time to think about that kind of stuff. You just want to, you know, make music and make stuff that sounds good. And, you know, like when you do something good, it's awesome, but when you mess up, it's like, it's okay. And I think mixing is really good for that because, you know, it's something you can do. Yeah, you can do it in front of thousands and thousands of people in, you know, a massive like venue, but then you can also, you know, do it with just your mate, just chilling out, you know, mixing.
All right, so my birth name is Sam, or Samuel, but mates call me Sam. And my DJ name is Sam.i.am, so you can see the connection. How did I get into mixing? Well, basically, I seen my friends play, and I also liked electronic music to start with. Seen all the DJs, and you get in the mood of wanting to be on the stage, playing music in front of loads of people, and that's kind of how I wanted to get into it, just playing for people. So how did I go from mixing my bedroom to in a club? I think it was just us realizing that we want to progress DJing further instead of just being in your bedroom and like playing for friends at a house. It's like promoting yourself is really tricky for yourself if you are new to DJing, new to putting your face out there and like messaging loads of people, being like overconfident in yourself in a way, because like when you're at home, when you're progressing from a bedroom to a club, you kind of need to be overconfident, need to show that you have the skill, and then that you go on the show and actually like you can perform well, and that you're not just talking beep.
My name's Tom Walters. I'm from Maidstone and go to uni at Bournemouth Uni, and then yeah, with Versa.
And I'm Ben Aspinall. I'm from Maidstone as well, also studying at Bournemouth. So I got into mixing. This will sound a bit like not ideal. Basically, I had a Amazon Prime £60 voucher, you get a free, if you get a Santander student account. And I was like, right, where's this going to go then? And obviously always loved like tech house and house music, and I thought my flatmate had a set of decks and I was always like messing around with them. And seeing them boys just like mix at pre's, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So I literally got a pair of decks, started messing around, and then Tom started getting involved as well.
Yeah, so I started mixing properly, I'd say my birthday's June, so it was 2 birthdays ago. I got a little controller, and then we went to Kappa in Italy, and we got loads of noise complaints on that holiday.
Yeah,
we bought the decks.
One of our mates didn't bring any clothes, just bought literally like, imagine like a big gym bag, and he just had his decks in there. And like,
yeah, so we took it to the Airbnb, and that's where I first started properly learning to mix. For me, the big difference, when I feel like I play on a controller now, I don't mean to sound like a twat, but I feel like I'm playing on a toy. I do.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit like
it's a lot smaller.
Something, yeah, it's tiny. All the knobs are tiny compared to what you get in a club.
If you're using a little controller, you'd be looking at a screen like that, which is quite helpful as well. But on club decks, you just gotta like using ears to like mix by beat match sort of thing. So that's really a big difference as well. But it's still like, it's a lot better mixing club decks, a lot more fun. Definitely.
There's so much more you can do as DJs.
Oh, right. So, thing about performing like at a gig, you know, people are paying to come see me, which, you know, it blows my mind because, you know, I can't imagine someone paying to come and see me do something that I don't feel I'm very good at yet. But like, I've just got to, you know, find a good set list and then just learn the songs as best as I can. It's exciting. It's pretty terrifying, but it's exciting. So I'm just gonna figure it out, I guess. I don't think I'm like fully prepared yet. I think definitely need more prep in terms of just learning songs and having songs in mind and that kind of shit, as well as working on the hardware, because obviously I mix on a controller and Bunker is on a CDJ, so that's a different type of hardware I'm not used to. So I need to get some experience with that. I believe we're going to rent out a studio, DJ studio, just do that 2 or 3 times just to get to grips with the actual hardware. And then obviously we can practice on our controllers, because once we know how the hardware works, it will be transferable. I think the big thing that I need to focus on is my confidence when I'm actually mixing, because it seems to me that I'll do something and even if it's really good, I will think it's shit because I'm so critical of myself. I think I just need to be a bit more confident in my sound and the sound I'm making, kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely use music as an escape from day-to-day basis, from work, you know, when I'm getting stressed, listen to some music, you know, just as something to cheer you up a bit. It's great that when you listen to music and that brings your mindset away from anything else that might be bothering you, which would be great for if you have anxiety, for instance.
I could talk to you loads about mental health and DJing though, in terms of like, you just have to be really, really careful, I think.
In terms of like drug and alcohol
abuse, yeah.
It's part of the job, innit, already. Like we've spoken a few times about riders and turn up to a set and it's like compulsory now to have free drinks and stuff. Like, yeah. But like you say, there have been a lot of big DJs that were sort of...
Avicii, he committed suicide, didn't he, at 22 or something? Was
that drug related though?
Yeah, it was alcohol abuse, yeah. Right. So Avicii died of alcohol, well, he killed himself. And a lot of DJs that tour, they say that it can be really lonely. You go to a club and you spend your whole night in that club, you're expected to party. You're expected to party with all the promoters and stuff. Yeah. And then you leave and you go back to your hotel room and you're all alone in your hotel room. And I can see that being lonely. And that's why I'm glad that we're a duo, because I've always got like Ben with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if definitely. Our mental health does start to deteriorate because of a heavy schedule, then we've always got each other.
The event's 8 days away now, so we're nearing it. It's pretty close, you know, just over a week away. So what we've been doing is just, you know, getting our set list perfect, just practicing better. Went to a studio the other day, yesterday in fact, just to, you know, kind of work on it and work on the songs that we wanted to play, that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm nervous, definitely. Like it's quite a scary, you know, like, I don't really know how to say it. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm well excited. I really like want it to go well. I'm really excited to do it because it might go well, kind of thing. But yeah, no, I'm definitely nervous. When we started this project, I was worried because I knew that I wasn't, you know, that committed to DJing and mixing and that stuff. Like, I don't think I felt like I was any good at it, so I didn't want to do it. But then obviously, you know, when you came to me and you asked me to do this, I was just like it's such an opportunity, it's such like an amazing thing to have done. Even if it goes shit, I can still say I mixed in front of, like, I mixed at a gig kind of thing. And I just think, yes, so yeah, I had to do it kind of thing. And now I'm so happy that I did it because I have, you know, like refound my passion for mixing and refound my passion for that type of music. And yeah, I reckon I've got a bit better. We're about to go just down to Kaleidoscope Sound and Lighting, just to have one last practice on their CDJ 2000s. But yeah, we're here to just have one last final practice on the CDJs before we actually have the gig, which is in 2 days' time. So feeling okay. I'm nervous. Like, I'm really nervous. I've not performed, like, I used to act, but other than that, I've not performed like in a long time. So yeah, so I mean that's getting on my back a bit, but I'm excited, like, because if it goes well, you know, if we can, you know, make it awesome, then it'll be like hype as. Hopefully I'll be completely prepared for Monday, for the gig, for Bunker, for the booth. The next session went so well, actually. Didn't make any mistakes, which is always good, because that's the kind of thing I was worried about, is just those little mistakes, you know, like touching the wheel and shit like that, just that kind of can just be so detrimental to a good mix. But yeah, nothing like that happened. It's the day. We are mixing at Bunker tonight, it's the 17th. I don't know, like, I'm nervous. I'm prepared, but I'm really nervous. But I mean, I reckon it could go sick. Like, we sold more tickets than we thought we were going to, which is really cool. So, you know, hopefully should have a crowd, and hopefully once I get started, I'll be fine. But right now I'm just a bit, you know, I'm just nervous. We're here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking bricking it now. Yeah, just seeing everything. But I'm pretty sure once I actually get mixed in and, you know, get into it, I'll be fine. It's exciting, man. Like, knowing that this place is gonna be semi-filled out in a few hours, like, to people listening to our music is kind of insane. This is dance floor, main dance floor. Then if I take you back here, is up here. So hopefully it'll be hype as, but I don't know. I can't really answer that question until it happens, because I've like, you know, I've got all these expectations in my head, and I don't know whether any of them are going to come true. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it will feel fucking amazing, but maybe it won't. Who knows?
Bedroom to booth. 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 Bedroom
We did it. I still kind of got a high from it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just, you know, people actually like loved it and stuff. Like, had people coming up to us after, you know, literally like telling us well done and shit like that, and you know, saying like, is there an after party? Like, can we come like party with you more? Which is pretty sick, I think. You know, considering it's our first gig. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty fucking good, if I'm honest. We literally just went and did it. Like, it wasn't, you know, it took us, what, a month and a half to figure it all out, and then we did an event and people came and it was awesome. I think now that I understand kind of how, it sounds silly, but kind of how life works a little bit more. Like, if you want something, you take it, kind of thing. If you see an opportunity, if you want an opportunity, then make it for yourself. So yeah, it's definitely changed my perspective on life, because I now believe I can do pretty much anything if I just put my mind to it. If I just try my hardest, then, you know, no one can fault me for it. I think in the short term it's helped loads, but then obviously at the same time, a lot of my mental health, you know, it wasn't coming from like me being nervous about the gig. It was coming from other external places, you know, like stressing about my like future at uni and that kind of stuff. So yes and no, it's helped, and it hasn't, like, it's helped me in the short term. It's made me much happier in the short term, which, you know, is amazing. I'll take any days of happiness I can get. But I think in the long term, it's, you know, it's just something I will be able to look back on and be like, that was sick, kind of thing. And worst to worst, it'll be a happy memory that will make me smile when I think about it. So I think, yes, in that way, it's definitely fucking helped.